A dark night of the soul is an event that will change your life forever. Now, this event can be triggered by a loss of something that means a lot to you, like your job, like your family, your partner, or it could just be the universe or God wanting to be expressed through you. Now, my dark night of the soul has been so severe at times, I didn't even think I was gonna make it or survive, but thank goodness I survived. Therefore, let me share with you what has helped me to survive my dark night of the soul. How to survive your dark night, guys. Oh, hello, beautiful people of the world. This is Lula, and welcome to Awaken the Ego Within. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you and love you all. Have you ever had a dark night of the soul? I have. I experienced 3 most traumatic dark night of the souls, and let me share with you guys how to survive it. Now, this dark night of the soul has been so traumatic for me at times, I didn't even think I was gonna make it. I thought, wow, this would be my life forever. And it was so traumatic at times. I didn't even think of taking my own life, but I understood people who committed suicide. But the thing about this dark night, guys, is that once you pass through this stage, once you go through it, once you survive it, is the best thing that could ever happen to you. You'll end up living this dark night as a transformed person, and your life shall never be the same. I want you to think about this in case you're going through this dark night of the soul right now, and say to yourself, this too shall pass. Now, in my 3 dark night of the souls, the things that have helped me so much, the first one was prayer, meditation, and seeking the face of God. The first one. And the second one, guys, was to answer the call to my purpose so that I can do what I'm doing now. And the third one, guys, is the most recent one, is to surrender myself completely to the process. Now, dark night of the souls can be short or long, depending on your purpose, depending on your trauma, and depending on the things that you got to work through. But it doesn't always have to be. You can shorten this process by allowing yourself to go through it gracefully, guys. Now, what are the things that have helped me in order for me to go through this dark night of the soul better than the first one? The first one is, guys, to take yourself into isolation. Isolation is a must and is a necessary process for you guys to battle this dark night of the soul. Take dark night of the soul as if you're going through surgery, guys. Therefore, you might need to shut everything off. You might need to shut down in order for you to heal. At times, when you're in this state of the dark night of the soul, people's energy, guys, might overwhelm you. You feel so down. You feel so lost, like you don't know who you are. You don't know what to do. You might need to distance yourself from people, from your job, from your family, from your friends, from everything, guys, in order for you to face yourself and understand what is taking place within you. Therefore, guys, isolation is so necessary for you to survive this dark night of the soul. Now, what is the second thing that has helped me to pass this stage, this traumatic stage of my life, guys? You know, it was to surrender. I cannot begin to tell you how important this one is, guys. Surrendering will determine how long your dark night of the soul will last. Now, when I say surrender, it's surrendering of the ego, guys. Ego is what wants to hold on to the person that you are, because ego is afraid. Ego doesn't want to trust. You know what I mean? So the sooner you can surrender your ego, the shorter or the smoother this process will unfold for you. You know, it's like you resisting the universe. Every time you resist, the pain just becomes more and more and more and more. So the best thing you can ever do is to surrender to the process and understand that everything is happening for you, guys. And let me tell you something. Once you pass this stage, you're gonna understand, and it all will make sense for you. When I was going through it, I was saying, "Oh God, why? Why does this have to happen to me?" You know what I mean? But then, after I passed that stage, my growth, guys, was so much. I've grown so much in this short period. I could not believe it. You know, this is the way the universe and God shall get you ready to the person you are meant to be, guys. If you want to be a person of purpose, if you want to break through into something, this is a phase which you must go through in order for these things to happen for you, guys. Now, what is the next thing that have helped me to survive the dark night of the soul? That is to spend a lot of time, guys, in prayer, in meditation, and seeking the face of God, guys. These things help a lot. You know, now, when I first was met by the dark night of the soul, I was not a spiritual person at all. You know, I was out in the world doing what I was doing. You know, I was not religious. I was not a believer. I was basically just you know, and then I was met by this dark night of the soul. Now, at the beginning of the intro of this video, I said dark night of the soul can be triggered by many events, you know, but mine, guys, just happened by itself. I was not struggling. I was not in any loss of anything. In fact, I was really enjoying myself in the world. You know, I was womanizing, I was smoking weed, I was drinking. I was basically living a life that I thought was the best life at the time. But now I look back at it and I go, what the hell are you doing? Were you doing? I said. You know, now, when I was met by that disturbance, guys, then it was then when I started becoming more spiritual. Yeah, I started thinking to myself, wow, there's more to me than just my flesh and blood. There's more to me than what I can just see. Then that is when I began the process of believing in God and understanding there's something beyond me. There's something in me. There is something more to me. And that's what helped me survive my dark night of the soul, guys. Now, whatever you believe is what you believe, guys. Whether you're Muslim or Christian or whatever, guys. You know, I believe we use different things to get to God, which is within ourselves. You know, another way of saying seek God is another way of saying seek yourself. Once you do these things, guys, then you'll be able to survive your dark night of the soul better. Okay, guys, like this video, subscribe to this channel. Until your next vid, God bless and take care. Bye-bye.